Well, I'm here to talk about my magical adventure to Rainbow, Oregon, Cougar Hot Springs. I spent 7 days there and 7 long nights, and it was wonderful. It was magical. It was scary and it was evil. It was terrifying. It was heart breathtaking. Just the most beautiful place I've ever been on this whole earth. There isn't even words for it. If you've never been there, you gotta go. It's got the hottest hot spring in the world. It's 105 degrees. And these hot springs, they dip over into other hot springs, like little waterfalls that dip over into other hot springs. They're like, some of them are 5 foot, some of them are 4 foot deep, some of them are 7. These things are just beautiful, and they're all hot and warm at different temperatures. Some are cold. And then, like, different parts of the see, it's like a mountain. When you get there, it's called Cougar Hot Springs. You go up this mountain, and there's all kinds of different like hot springs down all these trails that are like an hour long trail of hiking, man. But it is what it is. You get all sweaty and stuff, and then you're ready, man. Everyone's naked, guys, girls, full grown people, not little kids and stuff. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I've never seen little kids, but it's just the most beautiful place on the whole earth, and I recommend everybody in the whole world going there. Well, anyways, when I was there, I didn't know that I had a feeling something was coming on, and I spent I had a feeling like something like a vibe. I empath hard. I'm a hyoki. I'm a lot of things. That all doesn't matter right now. I want to talk to you about Enki, Lord of Niburu, the planet that is right beside the sun, on furthest from us. All you need to do is take your cell phone, walk out into the yard, point it at the sun, and take a picture. Then go into your house. Look at that picture while the sun is not on you. You will be able to see through the chemtrails. You'll see a planet right next to the sun. It might be a couple feet away, it might be 10 feet away. It changes and differs throughout the days. Rhythms and tides and motions and, frequency. 369, 369. Well, anyways, I had no idea I'd be speaking with Lord Enki of Niburu. And, it turns out, he's my father. At least this is what he's told me and what I believe. We've been talking in different ways now for quite some time, but never had like a real serious talk with each other. We even played a game in the middle of this really long 7 day long talk, pretty much. Played a game, and the game was just basically like, I was trying to get information out on my phone about Niburu because I had just taken pictures of it and I caught UFOs and stuff. And I sent them out. And that night they started abducting me and shit. And they tagged me. They put something into my tooth. It hurt so bad. I went to the dentist, got it pulled out. It was this thing that looked like a little piece of plastic, like a hearing aid, but a really tiny one. I took it to my friend. He builds drones for the military and stuff. Anyways, he looks at it under his special microscope, and then he pulls out the secret microscope that he puts under that microscope, and he's like looking at it for about an hour, and then he just slowly comes up and just looks all calm, and I go, what was it, dude? It's nothing, a piece of plastic. He goes, no, there's a white antenna in here, look. And I looked, and by God, there was a white antenna in there, so they tagged me there. They also tagged my dog at the same exact time. They put something. He's a blue heeler and a black lab, and he has webbed feet. When he was like in between this web right here, the middle web, they tagged him right here, right in the center. I haven't gotten it out, but it's weird. It's like we were fine. And then bam, my whole face, man, hurt. And it's like I had the most horrible cavity in the world. Just didn't come out of nowhere. And my friend looked at my tooth and it looked all black and shit. And it doesn't make no sense because my tooth ain't even black. It's white. Well, either way, none of that matters. Point is, I had this talk with Lord Enki. And it was a telepathic talk. If you watch my videos, you'll see what kind of stuff I did on the mountain. I did a lot with my didgeridoo and all that, so it was like a really spiritual and cleansing experience for me. It really did. It cleaned so many toxins out of me. It changed my frequency around. It made me into a whole nother being. Plus, I was being worked on and upgraded by the higher ups. Going through a lot of changes and learning about secret or just different powers, I guess, that we all have. I don't know if we all have the same ones, but learning about mine, and oh my god, my mind is blown right now. None of that matters though. Let's talk about Enki. Basically, planet Niburu goes away. I'm not exactly sure if this is the year, but I think it's 336,000 years. And they call that a shard. They talk about those a lot in Dune. Basically, it's like when a rock or a planet or something goes way out of orbit, but it's in a circular orbit when it leaves our planet, which means eventually, as it goes way out there, it comes back. Boom. Because everything runs in circles. History repeats itself. So there's this planet. We used to look at it and we think it was on the edge of the solar system. We thought, oh, that's Pluto. And then they said, no, it's not a planet. That's Planet X. No, that's not a planet. Well, anyways, Pluto. It was just coming back into the orbit on a circular path, and it misses the It's like the way. I don't know. It's like the way I've looked at the graph and how it works. It's like it will just miss the Earth, and then go back into circular orbit again, and it goes out of our orbit. That's how we don't know about it, but it's like 4 times the size of Jupiter. It's fucking huge. You can't miss it. Just go outside with your camera on your phone. Take a picture of the sun. Go back inside where sun is not upon you. Look at picture in gallery. You will see the planet Niburu. There is a whole civilization. I am not sure if they look human or not. I know they have amphibian genes and they are also reptilian. I've seen pictures of them as humans, and I've also seen a lot of them as reptilians. Enki is also known as Lucifer. So, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, though. I'm not going to focus on him that way. We're going to focus on him as the Lord Enki of Niburu of the solar system. He was the first astronaut in our Sumerian text in cuneiform. You will go to this, you will see this, and you will read this. Knowledge will be upon you. I don't know what to tell you. But what I can say is, I just want you to know that, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm his son. Maybe it's because I'm the fucking Antichrist. Or maybe just maybe. I don't know. Either way, somehow they don't give a shit what any of these government officials or the heads of the Illuminati or any of them think. It's really up to me, because the decision for humanity is been put in my hands. I don't understand how this has happened exactly, but I do. The more I think about it, it's just really deep, hitting me hard. I'm waking up every time I close my eyes. I'm seeing my past lives. I don't know. So, anyways, I want you to know there's a big planet 4 times the size of Jupiter or something like that. Yeah, 4 times the size of Jupiter, and it's called Niburu. Used to be called Planet X. Used to be called Pluto. Poseidon. Let loose the Kraken! Let loose the Kraken! Let loose the Kraken! Anyways, so I'm talking with Lord Enki. Basically, we played a game, and it was like I was trying to get the information out, shooting it out, from my phone, and it was crazy. And he didn't want me to get the pictures out. He didn't want me to put the message out. He didn't want me to say anything about Niburu, because, y'all are, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, really. Either way, just take a fucking picture and wake up. Well, anyways. The game was, I'm trying to get a fucking picture out on, like, Instagram or anything. And he won't let me do it. So I put my phone down and I go, alright, let's play a game, Daddy-O. I bet you I can get through on my phone one way or another. And if I can get through, then you'll give me an ounce of energy. And if you get through, then I'll give you an ounce of energy. So anyways, we get to playing. I'm watching it, man. He keeps, like, restarting my phone, and my phone's a good one. It doesn't do all that. And he's, like, doing this and that. He blew up Instagram. It was like, sorry, Instagram is offline. Come back later. I was on YouTube. He blew YouTube up. He took YouTube offline. I don't know if anybody experienced this. It was just a few days ago. YouTube was offline about 2 weeks ago. YouTube went offline. Instagram went offline. And then I went on Facebook. And something similar happened there. I can't really remember. But we played for a while. I ended up changing all the settings on my phone, emptying the trash. And then I figured it out. I was like, a way that I could never lose the game. And I said, alright, you do know I'm going to take smoke breaks and stuff like that, and piss break, and fuck breaks, and whatever other fucking kind of break I want to take, Dad. So, I went on my first break, smoked a cigarette. It took about 2 hours. Went back to playing the game. And, when I got back, he, just, zapped my phone or something, so it went completely dead. There was no way to send out any kind of picture or anything. It was all charged up, too. So, he, took an ounce of energy from me, and I've never had somebody take an ounce of energy from me. I didn't think much of it, but it hurt, man. It hurt me bad. It put me down on the fucking ground for like a day up on Rainbow, Oregon, Cougar Hot Springs. I just laid around in the jacuzzis with naked women that was rubbing against my flesh, and just, it was nice. I liked it. I recommend everyone go try that experience out. Bring your best drugs. You'll need them. So we're talking. Either way, so I want you guys to know about that game for a reason. I played Enki. I figured out a way that I could take breaks whenever I got too frustrated and come back to it later. He didn't like the fact that he was now caught in a game that would never end as long as he kept fighting like a real true soldier. Probably, who knows, maybe I would have given up. I doubt it. But let's just say. So I was on break, basically. When I came back, my phone was off, and an ounce of energy was getting taken out of me. You understand what I'm saying, people? I played a game with Lucifer. He's waited 336,000 years to play this game with his son that he's never met. Well, maybe in all my past lives. I don't even know. Point is, he can't even play fair. You know what I'm saying? This shit pisses me off, dude. I told him, I said, dude, nobody fucking likes a person that cheats, dude. It's not fun, dude. Even if you are the father of lies and all that. You know, nobody likes that, man. I'm trying to teach people, everybody has something to learn. I've been trying to teach them this, like, I think since day one. If you're gonna play, be fair. And win fair and lose fair. Lose right or win right. Raise up your fist and fist fight. I don't know. I made that part up. Well, so the reptilians, they've expressed this message to us. The message is, I was really concerned about them eating us if I chose the reptilians, because it is my father and it would be nice to be part of that empire. I really respect it, and I would love to learn more about it. Either way. Basically, they've come to terms with this. They're not going to eat us. That would have been the old thing. But they're more advanced now too, and their diets have changed a bit also. Just like we're raising up in dimensions, they're doing certain things too with their polarities going other ways. See, for every positive, there's a negative. There's, 36 and 36. She's 72. 369. Either way, they say that what they want is to feed off of our energy. And they won't eat us. And it will be New World Order. It's going to be New World Order in one way or another. It's going to be New World Order in somebody's hands. And I think they're trying to make me the man to make the decisions for that and to be the spokesman, because I can do it and I got a cute face or a pretty face or whatever they call it. I don't know, I'm photogenic. I'm not even a human. I am a human though, but I'm from Niburu, I guess. I don't know. Either way. So they will not eat us. But you know what? I thought about it. If they're feeding off our energy, right? Well, their polarity's negative from what I understand. Because they're in the outer rim of the universe. And positivity is here. That's where Earth is, and everything surrounding it on 3 levels. And then out there, on the out, is the negative. And when you guys sent that stupid thing, NASA, out into outer space, you sent everyone our Instagrams, you sent out our Facebooks, you sent out, like, the wars, Adolf Hitler, like, what you did to the niggers, you fucking put everything in there, you fucked shit up, man. You made an evil calling card, and the peace-loving people was like, oh my god, as they saw it roll through their dimensions, and then it reached the outer dimension. You can't stop a frequency. That's one thing that can't be stopped, boys and girls. Not even with the single jammer app on my phone. So, anyways, I say, okay, well, if their polarity is negative, that means that they're, I don't know, it seems like they might feed off of our negative emotions. But it seems to me like they really like me when I'm all high and full of, like, joy and craziness and all. I don't know, I feel like I'm producing way more energy that way. I would think they would want to eat my happiness more. But no, it seems to me like they eat the negative emotions. They're them things, like, all them things like that live in the shadows, and they're out the corner of your eye. You hear them pop out the mirror and steal your keys and make you rip your hair out and all that shit. Those are all, like, I think minions and all of, like, hell and stuff. they're here to like feed. They push you to freak the fuck out and stress out, and you eat off of that. Now you eat off of it, and it's like hit him with a rock. Look what he's doing. He's crying. You know. So either way, I feel like if they're eating off of our negative emotions, it's a whole nother race. It's 4 times the size of Jupiter, which is like 4 times the size of the Earth. Imagine how many of them there are compared to us. And if they're eating off of our negative energy, and they're in cahoots with us and allowing our planet and everything else, then they could easily take us over if they wanted to. And that's very risky. Even though it is my father and his empire. But I still we need to meet in person and have more of a talk. I need to also meet with some of the other, oh, wait, hold on. We've come to terms with they will not eat you. That's what I came back with. They pretty much told me not to tell you none of that. If I wanted to, I could, but it didn't matter. Main message was the Niburu says they won't eat you. So that's what we've come to at like first peace talks. That was peace talks number 1. I think it's all coming down to me making a decision, and I don't know, because the problem is I haven't been contacted by King Pulacha or whatever from the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades. Never got invited for a crappy fish dinner or some sardines or whatever. I love fish dinners too, man. I don't know. I guess you gotta be like Donald Trump to eat your sardines, old buddy. Well, oh yeah, or you get to be Lionel Anderson. God, it thinks he's so good he can't even write the brother's back that's going through the... Dude, everything that kid preaching about, he's preaching about me. You guys, it's like, I not try to be his friend. That's all I do. I'm just like, hey, dude. I even tried to hook him up with my sister, the Princess of Hell's Angels. Springfield, Missouri. Doesn't matter though, man. I was more concerned with the fact if they're in our negative energy, that means they're gonna do things like whip us and torture us because they're gonna want us to be more negative and more pissed off, or they're gonna make us more. I don't know. Who knows what they'll do if they get the upper hand on us, and there isn't some way to like commit to peace with proof that it can't be swindled, you know? I said that weird. Figure it out. So if they're eating up our negative emotions, they want our negative emotions and they don't want positive emotions, then that means we're gonna become really fucking evil. It's going to be like fucking hell on earth, and you guys think you're in hell now. Oh boy, it gets worse. Let me tell you, that's another thing that I'll tell you about the gargoyle in a minute. Okay, so anyways, King's like, Enki's like, I don't know. I got to thinking though, man, all that really matters to me, it ain't about me, dog. I've lived a life, dude. I'm old, man. I'm a 25-year-old man. Anyways, look. They won't eat us. I'm scared if I make the wrong choice, it'll be like walking the black road and not walking the red road. I did that. I messed up when I was Black Elk, I messed up so bad. We were walking the redwood, the red road. I was doing so good. We were doing so good. And then I chose to walk the black road because I thought it would be the right choice at the time. And then all of our tribes were slaughtered by the white man. I can't mess this up again. I don't know what to do. And I really feel like the other people out there in space, like the Galactic Federation, which sounds like a goddamn rumor. I learned so much about all of them, but it's just like a damn rumor. More bullshit you hear on the internet. Who knows if it's real or not? It is real. I'm telling you that, but they need to start talking to me. I mean, because I'm trying to tell the world, I'm even putting it on the internet, that Lucifer has come to me through a medium and talked to me, which is my sister. Um, and I just met her at the age of, 25. I never knew I had a sister. We were separated at birth. Um, my grandfather also mediumed through her. She didn't even know my grandfather. He lives in Virginia. She lives in Springfield, Missouri. I mean, she changed into my grandpa, and she talked like him and walked like him, and actually mobily walked around and drank drinks and ate his favorite snacks. Man, we smoked a bowl, me and my grandpa. It was cool. Point is, I've been having crazy spiritual experiences that have been elevating me as a being in so many different ways. And I'm thinking it's quite the opposite of where everyone else is going. And I kind of understand it now. It all makes a lot of sense. But, not only has Lucifer come to me, from hell, he says he's in hell. He also says my dog X, the blue heeler black lab, is the middle head. He chopped it off of his three-headed dog that guards the gates of hell named Cerebus, but he calls him Alexander. I call him X, Professor X. He said he gave me the middle head to protect me in this lifetime. And I'm gonna tell you what, I've never had a dog like this. It's like a human being. It's so much more like a professor of human beings. My dog can talk. He can answer yes or no questions. He knows left from right. He knows the right means yes, the left means no. He can answer any question I ask him. He pulls me at 45 miles per hour on a skateboard on a good day for like miles without a break. He's just badass. Catches ball, does everything. Catches stick. He's badass. I even taught my dog to look straight up in the air at the sun, like straight up, like for UFOs. And I also I'm trying to teach him right now. I got him halfway there, but I want him to stand up like a man, like this. So he can be like, somebody said, why you want your dog to stand? I'm like, I told him, I said, X, I want you to be like, what, nigga? Yeah, I want him to be like the first dog that ever stood up and just stood there in front of all the other dogs. I'll just go stand up, X, and he'll stand up. And all the other dogs will bow the fuck down. Because ain't no dog ever seen a dog stand up and walk with the men. So, that's it. They want to eat us. They want our emotions and our feelings. I think I need to talk again with Enki and understand if they eat the positive too, or if they prefer positive over negative or negative over positive. I need to know this shit. These are all important questions. I just wanted you to know where we're at with peace talks right now. New World Order is well on its way. And I gotta tell you, one of the nights, when I was at the hot springs, was like night 3 or something. We were sleeping in a banging ass bus. This thing's like one of them brand new Mercedes buses and shit, but it looks like a UFO and shit. It's fucking awesome. It's just like jet blue. Awesome. Bunk beds, living room, side doors that open up. It's just fucking hot, man. A little kitchen, driver's seat, and all that good stuff, man. And that's my friend's, well, either way, the end of that matters, we're calling it UFO. So, we're in a UFO, right? Yeah, sure, we're on drugs. But, something really big and huge. We were out in the middle of nowhere. There was no cars around or nothing. We weren't even in a parking spot. Well, yeah, we were, kind of. So, something landed right outside of our van, right? Could hear it like swoop down from the air. And it landed right outside the truck. And it, man, it felt like a ton or 2 tons hit the fucking ground. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 tons of metal hit the ground. And what the sound was the sound of like horses' hoofs when they hit the fucking pavement. You know that. You know what I'm talking about? So imagine all that PSI pressure of 2 tons hitting the earth chiseled out of that sound. Now that's the exaggeration. That's the fear of it all. Let's bring it down to he was probably about 15 foot tall. Crouched down. I don't know. Wingspan, maybe 10. I don't know. Either way, this shit was big. And, I never actually saw it. JoJo didn't either. We were too fucking scared to look out the window. I've never been so fucking scared, man. That shit's, ooh, it was exciting though. And, it kept coming, it kept doing circles around the van, like a foot away. It was doing circles around the van, right? And then, it did that for about 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then it started snorting like a just like that. Like a horse's snort with a pig, with a boar, with a whatever goes. Oh, a Wookiee, like. I don't know. Either one. So then it started doing this shit. It grabbed one of the corners of the fucking UFO and started trying to lift it, right? And I used my magical powers and I said, I am 250 tons in weight. I am 1 million tons in weight. I am anchoring into the earth at 1 million tons of weight. I made the fucking vehicle so heavy that this superhuman gargoyle, because that's the only thing that we could, it just, my friend said, I think it's a fucking gargoyle, the way, everything, the way it adds up. Let's play Clue here. I gave you the clues. It's a fucking gargoyle. Anyways, it came back a few times, man. It came back all night. It's pretty much stayed at the van. I fell asleep in the bunk bed with it walking circles around. Next day with the light, it was gone. I really believe it was an agent from Niburu. Also an agent from hell. I mean, hell, it's a gargoyle.